Enough. We are
Yes, yes.
live for the last time of 2024.
Yes, indeed.
This
Um,
went by fast.
it went by fast,
Yeah.
and
We
I
we
got it.
go
No, go
ahead.
ahead, Matt.
No, I was going to say that it's funny. That's two shows. We were the last people ever on Red Tie Live, and we're the last people this year on on Peg City Soundoff. It gets you just save the best for last. That's what it comes down to.
Well,
So
before we went live, I just said to Joe, um, that I feel that this is the right band to have on to end 2024.
yep.
You've had such a big year, and Joe was on a month or so ago, and we did the guitar show. And Matt, I think you were on here with On the Fly, maybe, or
Well,
maybe it was Boneyard.
I was on Boneyard. I
Yeah,
was on. We were
that's
on
right.
Boneyard, and then Jamie and I were on Boneyard. So
Exactly. But I feel you're the right band to have on to end 2024.
yeah,
Usually when we start the show here, it's usually introductions, but I'm just gonna say you guys need no introduction. Uh
thank you.
Ash and the Arsonists, this is two members, Matt Dura, Joe
Dara,
Carson.
Yep.
Dara, sorry.
Yep.
Matt and
I'll
Joe.
go get it right in 2025.
Exactly. I'll have it right next time. So we got Matt and Joe, drummer and guitarist here.
Yes.
Like I said, it's the end of 2024. This is the merch giveaway show. We got a bunch of merch to give away, but before we worry about giving away merch, we need to find out what happened in 2024 with Ash and the Arsonists. What was going on? Tell us about 2024 because you guys were busy.
I'll tackle what just happened, and then Matt will tackle what happened the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So we just had our end of the year wrap up where we had all of our crew and all of the production team together, and
Boston
of course
Pizza,
all of us and our families to go to Boston Pizza on Friday, and we had a great little Christmas party, little holiday wrap up, and just to thank everybody for what we've been doing and for all their help that they do. I had my parents come, and they because my dad is 60, I think he's 66 or 67 now, and he still carries gear
Because you make
every
them.
show. I could basically because I make him, but he loves doing it. He comes to him and my mom come to every show. Mom will sometimes work the merch table. Dad will be carrying gear in and out, and then just we wanted to do something nice with our crew and our production team to really thank them for all their services this year because this was a crazy ass year. Like we just had the two last shows at the musical mission at the Marion on the 8th, and then we did Heavy Holidays with Book of Ghosts on the 13th at Bulldog. And to wrap up the year with me with a separated shoulder, it's been a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But we're here.
Yeah. Arsonist 2024. I made the hashtag because it truly has been our year, and Arsonist 2025 is going to be even more true. So, yeah, basically we dropped and finished one EP, and we just finished making another at Studio 23. That's going to be coming soon. Who knows? We're going to have potentially more projects out there coming in the new year. We did a lot of shows, like 13, 14 at least. I mean, I'm creating my own wrap up of shows, between that and On the Fly as we speak and just compiling them. I think I had 27 shows in total this year. So anyway, that's cool. I mean, we were really busy over the summer. So just in between Dolphins Country Fest, the Red River X, we went to the 40. We're talking about the 40 again. We a bunch of shows at Tapos, a couple at Bulldog, hello Deidre, and yeah, even him and I, we had a show out in Gimli, just doing a solo acoustic thing out of the brewery. I almost didn't make it because everyone remembers I was coming back from Minnedosa playing with On the Fly, and just past the Narrows, my car completely shit the bed. And next thing you know, to entertain people, I'm waiting for a ride, and I'm out here going like Bubbles, going, hold back the fucking cars, you're shit the bed. I might as well just entertain everybody in the meantime, but I upgraded. I got a Tiguan. It's all good, man. Like I had a Mazda before. Hello, Jen. How you doing? I remember our crew, integral member from both the bedside and the Studio 23 sessions. We look forward to doing more with her in the new year. She's got some big things coming up. I'll let her tell you about it whenever she's on again. But yeah, it's just been it's been nuts, man. It's really been an active year, and we look forward to what's to come. And we're actually in the process of demoing a huge new song, and I don't mean commercially huge yet, but I do mean like sonically huge. I just did my backup vocals, and I'm just waiting for Curry to deliver on the bass. Thank you, Deidre. Please definitely come out and let me know when the next time Suburban Funk Machine is playing too. So yeah, basically, it's been a year. I'm just going to stop before I keep rambling.
It's been a crazy year, and you say it's like 12 or 14. It feels like 60. It does feel like 60. Where I feel like we've you see each other every week, and we're playing twice a month, 3 times a month out playing. It's been a great like bonding year for us.
For
Because
sure.
remember, I joined the band last year in July 23, and like I haven't like playing this many shows has really made us like a family. That's a really tight knit family, and it's so great to be a part of it, to see it all come into fruition as we'd planned.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And Joe, you weren't on the first EP, right?
I was on the first EP. I was on for 3 songs.
Okay.
I was on for Bleed, Lost Again, and the solo on I Don't Care. So I did get in and do some tracking on that album. This album, obviously, I was on all of the songs, but there's still a lot of songs that were here before I got here.
Yeah, I mean,
minus a couple. There's a couple new ones, and then the third one will be all new ones.
Yeah, so Arsonists 2, we have a name for it, but we can't tell you just yet because we're waiting for the artwork and we're in discussions of that. So right now we're just going to say it's Arsonists 2. So basically, yeah, it's just throwing out the remainder. I think there's 3 of the 5 on this next 5-track EP of tracks that were like from the original Arsonist back catalog, pre-Joe. And now, and then there's a couple that are new ones, and then we've already got more for the next round. We might also be doing some acoustic renditions from the first EP. I'm not totally sure. Joe and I were talking about doing some little solo stuff outside of that. I don't know what 2025 is going to bring exactly, but this is just the ideas. But for the third one,
may be.
Go ahead.
There may be a Joe Carson solo album in 25.
That's what I'm
saying.
There may be. So, yeah.
Maybe.
So, yeah, basically, the third one, we're like 3-4 tracks deep already in terms of just writing it, not recording it. So either we'll go for a 30 EP or we're talking about this time, okay, enough EPs. We're just going to do like a full 10-track, like a full LP this time around because it's about time. Like my idea for this year is just flooding the market, basically. You know, you could do the solo stuff. You could do, okay, you get an acoustic EP, you get the new EP, and then maybe that's a reach. You get it like a 10-track by the end of the year or early 26. We're just flooding the market so you can't escape us. Content, everything.
I feel like nobody can escape us. We're everywhere.
Yeah, and there'll be more collabo season episodes in 2025. I'm guaranteeing you that. We're talking with a bunch of people. There's going to be some good stuff. At least me and Brandon Howe, who, you know, if he was from Winnipeg, we get him up here too. But I digress. You aren't going to be able to escape Ashley Arsonist in 2025. And like I said, Power 97, we're going to be up there again and again and again for River City Rocks, as long as Ed Garcia is our friend. And we're talking about potentially doing an in-studio performance.
In studio, yeah. Something.
I don't know. We said that's possible down the road, but maybe not right now. We'll see.
It is possible.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matt, just kind of backtrack you a bit. The collabo season, great job with the last one. Fantastic.
38 special, man. Yeah. We haven't been doing a lot of that because of part of it is the reason that we just been describing is that it's been gigs and all this stuff just out the ass all summer, all year, and just for other reasons. I had stuff to tend to. I had to take a back seat from it. Like 2022, I did 32 total. Like there was stretches where I was doing collabs every week for like 2 months straight, or a month and a half straight. But that's back when there weren't any shows because it was COVID. I don't really have anything to do. And now that the live show aspect is really coming alive, I didn't have as much time to be able to do this stuff, or really the desire and motivation with my schedule. But that's changing. I'm getting more the reinvigoration, and there's some good stuff in the works. Trust me. You know, we're going to come roaring back in 2025 as much as we can, unless things really get busy for us and with other things that I might be involved in. So that's
awesome.
That's what's up. And one more thing for anyone watching on Facebook, if you want to keep in touch with the collabo season episodes, check it out for yourself. Not only do I have a full playlist of collabo season episodes on YouTube on my channel, Matt Dare Music, On Facebook, I have a group. It's called Collabo Season Community. It's hashtag Collabo Season, one word, community, exclamation mark. Just go over there, and anytime there's an episode, I'm updating people about it. I'm trying to get an Instagram channel, like a broadcast channel started. It won't let me. But anyway, that's available.
I had an issue with the Instagram channel too with this, so I just kind of left it at this and YouTube. I'm just gonna hold it for a second here. We got 4 people watching right now, which is great. If you're watching right now, please chime in the chat. Just I want to know who's watching here, and we're gonna start giving some shit away here. So, so guys, let's kind of back it up to kind of your last probably 2 months recording out at Studio 23. Why don't you give us a rundown? I know, Joe, when we had you on last time, you kind of give us a rundown. I want to hear Matt's side of it. Give us a rundown of how your last 2 months out there have been.
Yes, and there's Jen right there in the chat.
Yeah.
And there's Dave Vegas. And Jen, once again,
Nice.
she was very much involved in the process. She's engineer. She was engineering, and she's actually going to be leveling up on the production side, you know, in the coming year and all that. She was just telling me about that. But anyway, back to what we were doing with you know, just the general process. I mean, it was cool. And there's Caleb from Distill. We're going to be playing with Distodius in 2025 at Side Stage, our first Side Stage gig. Definitely be there. Hello, Dave, once again, if I didn't already say that. And Mark Nunn. So let me get back to the story. So no, it was cool. Like I started it and I finished it. I went in there just a couple days after my birthday. I went, set up my kit. I did the drums. We set up for about 10 hours. I think that's what we booked. And I did it in about 3 or 4, like all 5 tracks. And then I just cut the video with Jody. I said, hey, Arsonist 2 starts now. And then gradually over the next little while after that, we just chipped away at it when we could get out there and just worked at it bit by bit. And, you know, just taking just suggestions and pointers and all kind of stuff, you know, creative input where it was warranted and all this whatever. And just, you know, it was just a fun time and fun environment to work in. We're definitely going to be back. I like the sound and just the environment and everything that's there. Right. And like I said, I ended it because it was one last thing. We were about to do Burn. And I'm like, hold on a second. We got the verses there. There's a couple lines right up there. Burn's one of the tracks on there. I'm like, let me add a couple little backups there. Yes, fuck yes, yes, Ashley Arsonist Distill Unimata. Yes, that's happening. So I just sorry, these comments are just distracting me, no offense. But it's
you talk, I'll take care of the comments.
Yeah. But yeah, I had some little backups and all this. And then I messaged Joe because Joe has a ritual. He said every time we finish a recording session, it's like the playoffs. It's like, you know, the hockey players that grow a playoff beard. He was growing production hair and beard. And I said,
do you not remember that, Joel? That I had the fucking big old Sideshow Bob hair and the big beard going, and then they texted me going, "Cut that shit off." And
no, I sent him a picture of a guy shaving, and I'm like, "Time, go ahead, do it right now."
I was so excited to get rid of that rat nest that was on my head.
That rat nest that was on his head and his face. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it was all good. And, you know, like I said, Jen's in the comments. I remember I was doing some vocals. She's just guiding along and doing it. And I got to thank her because she was one that was like, I really just want to get the best product for you guys this time and make sure you really reach your full potential this time around. Not that the last one wasn't good, but we were just trying to level this up like even more, as any band would be. So I got to give credit to her. I want to give Jody, and I preemptively want to give credit to Dale McIntyre from Exomerta, who you've had on here before, and our guard, Jamie Sitar, who's going to be doing the mastering on the record. And I can't wait to get that all done. Dale's going to be chipping away at that soon enough. So that, you know, that's the dealio, man. I don't know what else to say. It was a fun process.
I will tell you this, that the guitars are mostly quad tracked. I do believe that everything had Ash had 2 and I did 2 passes for rooms. So when we say we're making it big, it sounds sonically huge, this album. There is a couple of tracks that are one that's going to be a single that I did bang out in one take, including the solo and then my rhythms that I play. So that one we're leaving as a one taker because I don't think I could play it any better if I went back and did it.
Yeah.
But most of the songs are double tracked and quad tracked, and it's just to make it sound as big and as I don't want to say commercial, but kind of as we can.
Yeah. I mean, we're aiming to have some of this stuff. We've had a bunch of songs on the radio before. I mean, why not? I mean, you're just trying to get the most, access and reach as you can. And the drill may make an appearance. It might just make an appearance. You might hear the drill on the studio.
You may have
recording.
seen the video
If
of
you don't
me
know
in the
about the
studio
drill, come
fucking
see
around with
us
it.
live.
Again, shout out to Jody and Jen for putting up with the drill for that long.
Sorry.
So shout out to Jody and Jen for putting up with the drill for that many takes to try to get the sound right.
I was wondering about that. I'm very interested in hearing that.
Yeah, you'll have to talk to Jen about the pains of being. She was actually in the room with me filming when I was recording with the drill, and I can't imagine the sonic and like the ear pain that must have caused.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got some people in there. I'm just going to take a minute, and I'm going to get Ruth to draw a couple numbers here. We're going to give away some things, and then we'll get back to it as I'm prepping the next thing for you here.
Okay, I'll help you.
Sure. All right. First up, I got Jen. Jen's taking home number three prize today. Number three prize is a Pure Entry EP.
Nice. The Shifting Gears one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Hey, the perfect time for a plug. January 10th at the Tap House. Catch us with Pure Entry and Jerry Hatricks. It's going to be a good.
Yeah, we're going back. We're going back home to the Tapper.
Yep.
Perfect. She's going to pull another one here. We're going to give one to
the Tapper and the Snapper.
From Suburban Funk Machine, who was just on. We got a couple other people. We got from Suburban Funk Machine, Deidre Boris. She's taking home number 11, which number 11 is brand new. The first person that will have one of these shirts, she's getting a Valiant Arrow package. We just got our shirts in. That's amazing.
Woo!
Now she has to come to one of our shows. She is contracted to it now.
She's obligated.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do. Let's do two more. Let's do two more. Dave Vegas, are you still on here?
Bueller.
I don't think he's on here, so we'll go to Brett. Brett, you're taking home an Ion Crush t-shirt. If you don't know Ion Crush, that is my my other band. A couple songs out there in the Spotify world.
Dave's here. Dave's here.
Again. Oh, Dave's here? Perfect. So we're gonna draw for Dave. Dave is taking home an Ion Crush package as well.
Okay.
Awesome. One more. Let's go one more.
One more merch giveaway.
Oh, Mark. Is that Mark or is it Aiden under Mark's
Mark
phone?
Nunn.
Yeah, but it might be his kid, Aiden. Okay, Dave, I got you. Mark is... Sorry, Caleb was up next. Caleb is taking home a Northern Royals package. That is a good package. It has hot sauce, calendar. It's got the Northern Royals calendar, hot sauce, a cassette tape, a CD, and a bag.
Oh, yeah, they got their hot sauce too. I really want to try the hot sauce. We should have had Dale bring that on Friday.
I was in Venice. I've seen what these motherfuckers are making sriracha, Joe. We gotta step it up in 2025. What the fuck are we doing? That'd be funny.
Aiden,
Caleb got some Dystodius merch. That would be funny.
Yeah. He's got Dystodius stuff here too. And you know what? I'm just gonna plug Dystodius for a second, which will actually lead me to the next one. Aiden, I actually drew you. You got a Valiant Arrow t-shirt as well. I know how big you are. I know I'm giving you the smallest one. I'm gonna plug Dystodius here because they are involved with you in a show coming up. But Caleb donated some Dystodius stuff, and I gotta say, like, their merch is second to none. There's some great merch in there. One thing that he did add in there, which brings me to the next thing. We got 8 viewers. If you're watching, comment in, win some free shit. Caleb donated one item for sure here that I'm going to bring up here, and this is the EP release show with Ash and the Arsonists, happening at Side Stage February 22nd. Ticket $190. This is going to be a great show to go to. Of course, if you're not going to that show, there's another show in town, another EP release happening the same night. I got to try and find a way to bounce in between two venues for that one.
Yeah.
Ruth is going to both, but this is going to be a great show to go to, and I love seeing physical tickets. This is amazing. But yeah, Distodius, they got great merch, great band. I want to get their name out a lot more. You know, they were on the show a few weeks ago, a month ago, and they were great. They were all chiming in. I think Aaron is actually, I think he might have been watching here a minute ago. Aaron, yeah, yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's just a great band, and I'm so excited to hear you guys are playing with them. Side Stage, a great venue to play. We played there before. Fantastic.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, you might actually. There might be another show that we got with them later on in the year. We're not going to talk about that yet.
All right.
So just like you'll see.
We'll get out of them. Let's draw two more. Desmond Legacy. Desmond Legacy. You have just won a Desmond Legacy Deep in the Valley album.
Hey, no
just
way.
kidding. We're not giving that one away. We got number 10 for Desmond Legacy. You got an Indigo package.
Nice.
Like the band Indigo, or like,
Yeah.
like the bookstore.
Well, no, the band.
Yeah. I'll be quiet, Caleb. Don't worry.
Let's do.
That's what I was doing.
Let's do one more for Ross here. Ross, he's
Ross.
Bruce sees him at the Bulldog all the time. Ross got himself the second Valley Narrow package.
You should have got him some Spectre merch.
I should have got Spectre merch. Anyway, so back to the Arsonists show is coming up. So obviously we got the EP release here, which we will be giving that ticket away. We got that one coming up. What else you got on the burner right now?
So we got January 10th in Staff House with who is it again? It's Pure Entry of the Jerry Hatchicks on the 10th of January, and then we've got the Distodius EP release show. And then Matt, is there anything else?
Well, I alluded to something that I won't speak on, but any further. But besides that, we got to set up some more shows soon. We're just looking for whatever opportunities we can find, and we're going to start rolling. Once the festival opportunities start coming in, 2025, we're definitely going to jump on that as much as we can. But other than that, 2025 is just wide open for the taking, and we're just focusing on getting this next EP out. And once we have a clearer idea of what the timeline is for that, an EP release show will be in the works. Anyone who wants to be involved as far as being acts on the bill, we are open to inquiries and hearing that. But yeah, that's basically it. Arsonists 2025. We're just flooding the market, doing more shows, just doing more cool shit. That's what it's about.
Well, don't mind me. I'm just texting Ash and the Arsonists. We're jumping in on the bill right now.
Okay, there it is. Valley Narrow. That's going to be one of them.
It'll go to him.
That's great. You know, it's too bad too bad we didn't have the other Matt and Ash on tonight. I know when you guys were on the Boneyard, I was having problems with Ash and his. We had him, and then we didn't. He couldn't hear us, and then it was vice versa, and it's kind of a mess there. So I got to get you guys on. Yeah, exactly, right. So we'll have to get you guys on again with Ash sometime. But we'll wait till you're deep in 2025, and
wait till at least the EP is out. Then it's promo time.
Absolutely. Another thing I kind of want to touch on is kind of what we're doing here tonight. We're we're having fun. We're talking about 2024. We're talking about Ash and the Arsonists. We're talking about a merch giveaway. merchandise. I am here in my Ash and the Arsonist t-shirt, which was delivered to my work from you, Matt. I did not expect a camera to come out and have me live on the scene.
You should expect it if you know me. I am Mr. Promo. I'm a promosexual. I
John
cannot help
King, a
myself.
promosexual, he says.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Between that and your nickname of Muffins, I don't know what's going on. Muffins, Waffles.
Muffins.
No, Waffles.
That's great.
Oh yeah, I'm the Grinch who stole breakfast. Hey, if
anyone
anyone in the chat wants to hear the waffles story, just let me know in the chat right now.
No, it's better if it's just a secret that we
Bring it
just call
up.
you Waffles.
Okay.
You want to hear it. We still got merch giveaway. Let's throw another one for Aaron here.
Hey, Ron. Okay.
The guitarist for Dystodius, who was on the show not too long ago. He got a number. You know what? Redraw. He won a Dystodius package. It's not
I
happening.
told you.
Let's try another one here. Oh, awesome. You got a shit happens package.
Well, I guess shit
Yeah.
happens.
Aiden brought up the waffle story.
He wants the waffle story.
Waffle story. Yeah. Let me know if you want to hear it. I can say it.
Yeah,
Promosexual.
he wants it.
You got to remember that names will be changed and places will be changed to protect the innocent.
There's no innocent. It's just me. I'm the only one involved.
The Waffle
The
Bandit.
Waffle Bandit. You goddamn right.
Matt, I think
I like the Grinch who stole breakfast. That's the fucking.
I think we've
Yeah.
got the. I think we've got to the point of the show where we need to hear the story.
Yeah,
All right.
tell it, Matt.
Okay, so I'll omit some of the background, but basically, I was out at this bush party, Ash and the Arsonists. This was a couple of years before Joe joined. Well, actually, I think it was 2022, so it was maybe the year before. We were at this bush party, whatever. So I wake up the next morning, and my old band Twang Bomb played there too. So I wake up. I had cereal with me. I would have gone into the house to get milk. I didn't want to disturb the owners. So I just went about my day. So I was in St. Labray, which is way out in the sticks, like southeast of Steinbach. So I go up the road, 52, I don't know, up to Marchand Inn, and thinking that place would be open for breakfast. No, it wasn't. So I just continue on my way, nothing to La Brockery. I go straight to Steinbach. I'm driving around, going like, okay, what can I find here in terms of restaurants? McDonald's, yada, yada. Nothing for like breakfast suitability in terms of food. Then I come on the Days Inn, which is right there in the 12. For anyone who knows, if you've ever been through Steinbach, you know about that Days Inn. So I just go right in there and I look at the wall and it says Continental Breakfast, 6 to 10. At this time, I thought that Continental Breakfast, it was like a soup kitchen. Like anybody could just come in off the street and just have it. Like it's just, I didn't understand. You actually had to stay at the hotel. So it's almost like 10 o'clock. I nonchalantly walk into the room. It's just myself. I illegally treat myself to one waffle and then sit down and eat it. And then I treat myself to another illicit contraband waffle and I sit down and eat it from the waffle machine.
Oh.
I contemplated having another. But then I left because I was full. Nobody suspected shit. I fucked off into the sunset, went about my day. I get home, and my folks are basically, and I tell this story to my folks. I just went to the Days Inn for breakfast. They're like, you got to stay at the hotel or the Continental Breakfast, right? I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I know. So many moments in my life.
I've
like
heard
that.
this
But
story.
ever since then, Exact had a breakfast bandit where you're goddamn right, Dale.
The breakfast bandit, yeah. I've
Ever
heard
since
that
then-
story now 4 or 5 times, and every time I hear it, I still die laughing.
Yes. From that moment, I have been the Grinch who stole breakfast. That's me.
Yeah.
So there's the
Amazing.
waffle.
Amazing. Ruth, why don't you reach in there? We got 2 more. We got Dale McIntyre came in here. Dale McIntyre was on the show a while back. He's that show's got over 2,000 views now. So Dale, quite popular guy. And guess what? You just won something. You just won That's cool. You just won a Sunbreather package. Dale, you're gonna be playing with Sunbreather Christmas or New Year's Eve. I
28th,
love that
28th.
band. Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
Sunbreather's awesome.
Sunbreather. Yeah. So Dale
Shout out to
won
Callum.
Sunbreather.
Shout out to Anna.
Absolutely. Let's draw one for Paul here. Paul, you still in here? Is he?
He's here.
Come on, Paul, be in here. Be in here.
Oh, Paul. Paul won the lucky one. I hope Paul's still in here. He won the Ash and the Arsonist package.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's our
I
guy
will
right
tell. I'm going to tell you right now, and I was just saying this before I came down here. I was telling Ruth and my wife about the Ashley Arsonist shirt. It's so nice, fits nice, feels good, love it, love the logo. Everything's great on it.
It's made
You
in
just
Nepal.
won that one.
It was made in a Nepalese sweatshop by a 6-year-old child for about $2. It's very comfortable. You know?
Well, that's why it feels
very,
so good.
Very ethical, you know. So.
Those baby tears.
Yep, he's
Paul
still here.
Shaver. Yeah, Paul, you just won an Ash and Arsonist package, which includes a shirt and an EP. So that's
Not the shirt actually worn by Joel.
not this shirt. If you want
No.
this shirt, we can redraw. But
Yeah, Paul, if it's not the right size, get a hold of us. We'll make it right. We're gonna go.
yeah, awesome. So sorry, back to the merch there. So we're talking about Ashley Arsonist merch here. Really nice stuff. Obviously, you guys got some more things. Before we went live, there was an idea dropped by Ruth here, and I think Ruth might be coming for some commissions on this one. It was so good.
Oh, that's another great idea.
So just with merch and talking about merch and today we had a bunch of people drop off some merch and I went and picked up actually, but anyway, we got a bunch of merch from other bands out there, and we talked about this before, and it comes up almost every episode about the support shown throughout the city for each other and all the bands, and we've plugged a couple bands tonight here.
Aaron.
Joe and the Arsonists.
This guy's been around for a minute. He remembers that.
Yeah.
And Mark says one thing I did was a hoodie. All right, say less. We'll make a hoodie in 2025. See, there you go.
Absolutely. We're gonna draw another one for Dave, but
Yes.
just kind of talking about Dave's part of the Murder Birds, is he not?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so just talking about bands, one thing I've kind of got out of this, and you guys know as well as anyone who might know me with the Boneyard. I was trying to reel them into Winnipeg a bit, and then I kind of branched out on my own. First show was September 2nd, and it was with a girl from Nashville, and then I just got roped right back in Winnipeg, and I only wanted to do Winnipeg, and it's just such a super fun market to be in. There's so many good bands out there. So just talking about other bands, anything you guys are looking forward to in 2025 with other bands of Winnipeg?
Ooh, that's
Well-
a really good one.
Well, Northern Rose, I think they said there's another EP coming out, some other recording that they're working on. What's up, Josh? Josh from the How Davidson Band is in.
Hey,
Thanks once again for having us on the musical mission. Hey, I heard some things you might be involved in too in 2025. We'll let you speak on that. But besides that, I think there's an Exomerita record coming out 2025, if I'm not mistaken. Besides that, I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited for, not to plug myself too much, but I'm doing it anyway. The collab season episodes, they're going to be dropped with a lot of other people. And you mentioned Nashville. There's a cover of Chattahoochee that Brandon and I did, and it was with one of the best fiddlers in Nashville. I'm not kidding. Renee Truex. You look her up. She's on stage. She did Devil Went Down to Georgia with Charlie Dan. She was on stage with Jelly Roll at one point. Like it's great.
Wow.
Like she's a real professional. And we did another one with mountain music with her dad Larry. So, crazy stuff the way that it's branching out. But back to Winnipeg, man. It's a great market. Thank you, Josh. And it's a great market. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more that people in the chat who are involved in bands can definitely chime in and tell us about. But yeah, it's we'll see what happens.
the thing about Winnipeg is I've always said, and I've said this going back to when I did Ronnie Ladderbrook's podcast, that Winnipeg is the next big music scene, and it's going to be the one that's going to bring rock and roll back to the masses.
Yep.
This city is incredibly talented, and this city has enough firepower in it to take over any music scene anywhere on the planet.
And you're looking at the flagship right now.
You have any music scene there is, and then there's going to be Winnipeg.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Dave, we drew your name here. You got a Shit Happens package as well. Shit Happens was on a couple weeks ago. They were awesome. Evan, Kayla, fantastic. We're gonna draw one more here before we get to the next one. This is for Josh, and Josh is coming on the show. Josh and his wife Holly will be on the show January 18th, I believe it is.
Oh yeah.
Josh, you're getting the Dust Rhinos package. Hell yeah, Dust Rhinos.
We do love the Holly Davidson band here. We do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and let's kind of bounce to that for a second. The Christmas one you guys did. There's a ton of bands involved in that, and one band came out from Kenora in that horrible storm.
Yeah.
Tell us about that night.
That night was fun. I had a little bit of a challenge getting there, as my car has all season tires on it, so I definitely wasn't moving the greatest to get there. Shout out to Dad for driving, because I couldn't drive, not in that. But and that was a fun night. Like, there were so many people there for a stormy night that it was shocking. We raised, I believe it was, Josh, you might have to correct me here if you're still here. I believe it was just over $7 or $8 grand that we raised for the cheerboard. And then there was also like a bin full of toys and some food that we were able to donate, and it was all around just a very, very good night and a very good event that I hope we can play again next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting that out there because we had a lot of fun. We did a wicked cover, a whole lot of Rosie, which is on our Facebook page.
Yeah, it's up there. It's basically, I mean, it was two guys. We did kind of overcook it a little bit. It was two guys playing their
overplaying is nuts.
Yeah, never expect it. It was two guys playing their instruments and two guys swinging their dicks around, saying, "Hey, look at this lady." It's like, that's kind of what it seemed like.
$7,200. $7,200 we raised for the cheerboard that night.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's great.
Which is just
so Tom.
Thomas Henry. We're gonna draw Thomas Henry. Thomas, where have you been? We've been waiting for you.
Drum roll again.
Thomas Henry. Thomas Henry got an Ion Crush package.
How many people are getting Ion Crush tonight, man? 25. All right, there it is.
25.
Hey.
Oh, there's Thomas. So Thomas Henry, great guy. He attends so many shows, and that's a big thing about the just kind of bouncing back just the Winnipeg scene is there's some great people out there that are just these mega fans that are going to shows, and I'm gonna credit Thomas Henry as one of them. I know there's that Ross in there. I've never met Ross, but I've heard that he doesn't miss much for shows. Ruth Morris here, she's another one too. Ruth, she's always telling me about bands I've never heard of that I gotta go see. And
there's Jen, there's Brian Farley, there's another one, there's Tammy Kimmel, that's another one. There's quite a few that can be named there. So
yeah, for sure, right? Arsonist 2025. We're gonna make it a hashtag.
Yep. Okay. 24 is a hashtag. 2025 is a hashtag. And everyone's going to spread around like wildfire.
That is so fun, man.
Awesome. Is there anyone in the chat right now that has not chimed in and maybe don't want to win anything? I'm while we wait here for just some. I'm just going to kind of shout out some of the bands here that donated the merch tonight. We had Sunbreather, Shit Happens, Dust Rhinos, Northern Royals, Valley Narrow, Ion Crush, they're mega. They got gear everywhere. Ash and the Arsonists with us tonight. Dystodius, Indigo, Sleepless. Met up with Brad today. Got the shirt from Sleepless. Pure Entry.
Sleepless.
Yeah, so Pure Entry is another group I'm looking forward to in 2025 with the addition of Mike Sodoma. Yeah, it's good to see them going with that, and Alex has kind of been a rock with my band where he's filled it a couple of times. Who do we got there? Oh, we got Jeff from Frozen Fire. So we're gonna draw for Jeff.
My aunt and uncle live out in Neepawa. I might see you at some point. I don't know.
We're gonna We're gonna draw for Jeff, and I'm gonna give Jeff a shout out for recording our album a couple weeks ago. Just a great experience, great guy to work with. Jeff, you're coming in on the 22nd anyway, and I damn well know you are. So you just won tickets to the Dystodius EP release as well.
We'll see you
So
there.
you got 2 EP releases to go to that night, buddy.
Get ready.
That's fantastic. Good to see you chime in there, Jeff. Always happy to hear from you. Joe, it's 2024. It's the end of 2024. I'm going to kind of go to both of you on this one, but who do you got to thank for 2024?
Oh, my brothers at Ash and the Arsonists. That's the only people I really can think to thank. And to all the fans that came out to shows this year, to everybody that was all of our crew, all of our production team, everybody for us that really made this year what it was. And specifically, I guess I'll give the big shout out to my mom and my dad, who are the greatest supporters of myself and are at every show. If you see an old fuck with a big mustache, handlebar mustache that goes down to about here, that's my father. His name's Don. Go up and say hi to him and buy him a beer. He is the nicest guy on planet Earth, and so is my mother Morgan, who you can sometimes find at the merch booth or yelling at me to get off stage faster. One of the two. I love them both to death, but really without them, this year wouldn't have been anything. Wouldn't have been possible.
Awesome. How about yourself, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, let's go down. The band obviously first. Let's see, Len Milne, Jody Hunter, Geminos, all for the production and all the understudies that were there. Travanima and Chris Pollard for the Bleed video. Let's see, who else? Riley Saunders for having us at Festival du Voyageur. That was great. We'd love to do that again. Everyone that came out, Morgan and Don for doing the merch work and all that stuff, and Dystodius 2025. He's already starting his whole thing. Yeah, everybody that supported us, all Red River X,
all the people at Six Pines.
Yes, all the people at Six Pines, Matt, Corey, Simple Jack, everyone, Robin over there at the 40 for holding us out. Please respond to my message. We're trying to get another show lined up, but I digress. But anyway, so just a whole bunch of people, and thank you to everyone that bought the EP. I'll tell you about the EP. Thank you to Brandon Howell. Thank you to Ryan Shiflett over at Kraken Records for stocking the EP. That's right there. Screen cap that. Anyone in the U.S. watching, you can get that over in West Virginia. And we got a few copies there. I think we're probably going to send a few more down when we get this next EP out. But, that's it. Thank you to everybody.
Awesome. I was going to take I'm going to wait for a couple of people to see if a couple more people come in here, but kind of give my thank yous. It's obviously the end of the year for me here too, with 2024 wrapping up. So this podcast started, created in August. The idea of it was thought up in August that I'm going to try something a little different here. So first episode, September 2nd with Jade Jackson from Nashville. I had this idea of branching out, and then it kind of got rolled back into the Winnipeg scene, which we love, and it's bigger than I thought. I went to the Loud Awards and I thought, I'm going to know a bunch of people there from podcasts and just knowing people around the city. I get there and I knew no one. There was very few people. Ruth was there, but it all of a sudden it broke into this whole other scene. And then, recently I've had Shit Happens and Dystodius on, which we're in a little bit of a different genre than what I was doing at the time. Right. And all of a sudden, start getting some more followers. So, just kind of going through just a list of the bands that I've had on here, even John Einerson, the world-known author, he was on here for the second one. Awesome to talk to him. Luke Clement is another one who was on. Sunbreather, Dale McIntyre of Royals and Exomerta, Orvis, Joe Carson, I had you on. Ledwin, Spectre, Dystodius, Shit Happens, Ashley Arsonists, of course. Couple cover bands, had the Coveralls on, Suburban Funk Machine, which was a lot of fun. Looking forward to going and seeing a show like that. We had promotional nights where my band Pure Entry and Ledwin went to play the Royal Albert, and we thought, let's just do a little show together. We had 3 bands on that night, kind of just shooting the shit, talking about the shows. Another one, Fan Night, which Geminos was on. Maddie Ditchfield, Elisa Friesen, Thomas Henry, my guy Thomas Henry, and of course my co-host here tonight, Ruth Morris, was involved in that. The shows they're not possible without the bands and without everyone kind of coming together and coming up with these different ideas, and I won't even claim credit for Joe Carson coming on. That was Joe's idea. You wanted guitar night, we did guitar night. So obviously friends and family. Friends and family. Oh, Chloe's here. I'm assuming my kid is in bed now. There's friends and family that have tuned in, shared the post. We're trying to grow followers, commenting. I love this chat room here. People taking their time. Sid Blum, Lisa Lewis, for their support through their for their respected channels. He's sharing stuff on musicians and friends, and Lisa's got one, and God, I hate that I can't remember it now, but Beyond Excellence, I think it is. But she's sharing stuff on there.
Joan Parisienne from Jigtown Jammers is another. She worked with my mom way back when. And also to Jeff, he said, get 7 String on here. I totally co-sign that notion. 7 String should be on there.
Have you ever seen 7 String, Joel?
No, I have not.
Okay.
You should.
Okay, so that band is like in my top on my Spotify rap pretty well every year. They're in my top because they are damn well. They're so fucking good. Kaylin, their guitar player and singer and songwriter, is just, oh my god, so good.
Awesome. I'm going to reach out to them, and I'm going to get them on here right in the new year.
You got to.
Absolutely. So just kind of talking about just a little bit more about the show here, but kind of moving forward, I'm gonna take a different approach into 2025. And as much as I love doing it the way we're doing it now, and it will continue to be done the way we're doing it, there's gonna be a couple other things to I'm gonna start reaching out to some of the breweries, some of the venues. I'm gonna try and find a little bit of sponsorship to try and grow this a little bit. And
I'll make it live, like live.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna reach out to the sponsors, try and get that, but there's also an opportunity that's come up where I'm actually going to be able to have live music on here. I will actually get to have the bands play live. There is a venue that will go unnamed, as it will be a person's house, but he has offered it up to me to bring some bands in if I want to do live shows. So that is something that's going to come up. So
we're in.
Howard over here.
So yeah, you know what? It's going to be good. Looking forward to that. So, it's just been a fun ride. It's been 4 or 5 months of 4 months of doing this. I love it. I love talking to people, especially people like you that can keep the show going for over 40 minutes, right? So, I love it. Here's more people calling in here. This is great, Thomas Henry. Okay, 7 String is gonna have to come on. I'm gonna contact 7 String. If one more person says 7 String. Okay, there we go. It's done. Who's that?
Skyraid is another band as well. It's my message me after and I'll get you in contact with the Skyraid guys. Those guys are another band.
What's the lead guy's name for Skyraid? Graham. Yeah, he's crossed my path on Facebook before. So, just a great run it's been on Peg City Soundoff, and looking forward, starting the new year. I've already got some shows going for January. First show in January, I think is first show. Ronnie Ladderbrook.
Nice.
Like, how exciting is this? I'm very excited for this because Ronnie Ladderbrook, I wish he was watching right now. He may be, but he's not chiming in. But we got Ronnie Ladderbrook coming on, and I couldn't be more excited to have him come on. So I was just kind of searching through because it's a pretty good lineup, and we got 7 String coming on one day here. So
Ronnie might be on collab. Ronnie might be on collab season soon. I'm not saying anything else, but there he is.
Hey, we're drawing your name, Ronnie.
My name 3 times like motherfucking Candyman, and there he is, right there.
Ronnie, we just drew your name. We just drew your name for a prize. You know what? Fuck Ion Crush right now. Ronnie, you won the Dystodius sweater.
Oh,
Ruth.
yay.
Sorry, Ruth. Ronnie's got it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That's the other thing too. What I was mentioning earlier, you said, Josh, a couple other bands I'm playing in these days, The Lovers. Shout out to my girl Rusty, who's the singer there. She's the new singer. She's gonna be the new singer for The Lovers. I believe you two got in touch, or I don't know what happened, but she told me that you were gonna be involved, and that's gonna be exciting to see. I thought it was starry eyes.
Grandma Ash.
And I
She's a
do
great
intend to have
band
her
name.
back.
I'm gonna call my
Maybe
mom.
maybe in another show soon, or because she joined us at Six Pines, but definitely in collabo season. So a lot
Yes.
of good things happening. Like I said, Ronnie might be involved in the collabo season too. I don't know. We were talking the other day, but I'll just leave it right there. We'll see
Well,
what's going on.
I'll grind them for that information on the 5th. Two other bands that I got lined up so far. January 8th, Empath and Retrograde.
Nice.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
That's a great group.
And then January 12th, my buddies, and I got to give a special thank you to Alex Simpson, but Pure Entry will be
Yep.
on. A special thank you to Alex Simpson from my band. Alex has jumped in a couple times to bail us out when our drummer couldn't make it, and he's really helped us with a couple shows so far. I believe a couple shows. Yeah, the Royal Albert and the Tap House he jumped in on. And I will tell you right now, Alex Simpson is not done with Valley Narrow. But we'll get to that later. We'll get to that another day. But he's not done with us yet. Ronnie Ladderbrook, gifted to Ruth. I'll buy some Dystodius merch at the show. I mean,
That's super nice, but you won.
that's
See,
that's
It's
He
yours.
is just the greatest person on earth. Like I love Roddy so much.
he
Every
really
time.
is.
Marty,
There's
Never
Marty.
seen him.
Hello.
Always the nicest guy, and like you can't beat the level of playing that he's at. You can't.
Yeah. Do you think, Joe? Do you think Ronnie's gonna? Do you think I convince him to rip a little solo on here like you did?
I am way less humble than he is, so probably it might be hard, but you might get him to do it.
We'll grind him for that. Marty, we got a couple prizes left to give away, so we're gonna give it away. Sorry, Ruth, I took your job. I just did this. Marty has got number 2. Oh no, Marty's got number. Marty's got number 13. Wow. Sorry, Marty. You got an Ion Crush gift package.
This fucking guy, man.
Awesome. You know what? This has been a great show. I love seeing that chat going. That's just another thing what we love about Winnipeg is the support, right? And you get guys like that. There's Marty. Marty, you know what? You gotta check out Ion Crush. They got 2 songs out there. They got Six Pack, which is a joke that I wrote about my buddy liking country music. And there's a song called Monochrome, which is about, honestly, Monochrome is about, well, how old am I? Okay. So Monochrome is about 20 years old, written by a guy in college about 20 years ago. And then we finally released it. So anyway, shows how on top of it we are.
Well, you say Kodachrome. I'm like, you're that old. Damn.
Awesome. Well, you know what? It's been fun talking with you guys. You got anything to leave us with?
Just I hope everybody has a really safe, happy holiday season and a Merry Christmas from us at Ash and the Arsonists. And we look forward to seeing you in the new year. Joel, thank you so much for everything you do for this community.
Yes.
And Ruth,
Thank you very
look
much.
forward to seeing you out more and carrying on with the tradition of this music community that we have here being so fucking special. It's
Absolutely.
been an honor to play it in Ash and the Arsonists this year, to hang out with the best guys that I've ever met. And I'll leave it to Matt to finish off.
Yep, ditto all that. Thank you very much. Hope everyone has some great and safe, happy holidays. Arsonist 2024 is closing. We got one more interview on the 28th. Ashley Arsonist 2025 is coming. We got an EP coming. We might have an acoustic. We might have a solo project. We might have a full length. Who knows what's going to happen? There might be a lot of stuff happening, and I know stuff is going to happen. So let's make it happen. Anyway,
What I can tell you is
thank you very much.
there will be a lot of notes. There will be a lot of notes and overplaying between me and Matt.
There'll be a lot of beer drills, and there'll be a lot more waffles stolen in 2025. That is
We're
the new
stealing all the
year.
waffles.
We're stealing a bunch of fucking waffles. Let's go.
Let's go.
You know
Let's
what?
go.
Joe, I'm gonna leave you with something here. I saw Rush years back, and they had like roasted chickens going in the back. What are the chances there's an Ash and the Arsonist show that's gonna have those little like hotel waffle makers in the back?
Yes.
Ash and the Arsonist custom waffle makers. Let's go.
Oh my God! There you go.
Move over, drill bits.
Yeah,
Waffle
drill
maker.
bits and waffle makers.
I'm
There's gonna
playing
be
guitar
waffle
with a
merch.
fucking waffle
There's
maker
going to
this
be
year.
waffle merch and drill merch. We're making merch out of fucking in-jokes here. Watch the money roll in. You know what I'm talking about, man. We're brainstorming
Let's
here. That's what it's all about.
Awesome. Okay, guys, thanks a lot.
All right. No problem.
yes.
Thank you.
You know, happy holidays and happy New Year. And I'm just gonna say special thanks to my wife for putting up with this shit for the last 4 months.
Thank you.
She's watching right now, and
go.
yeah, thanks, babe, for putting up with all my music talk. And we got to go see this band. We got to see this band, and I got to go downstairs and talk to this band for 45 minutes while you put the kid to bed. So
Ash
love
and the
you,
Egos.
and yeah, there you go. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll catch up when the
You
EP
too.
drops.
Yes,
You're coming
yes.
back on, but we're gonna have Ash with you.
Yep. And you're actually going to be able to hear him this time, and he's not just going to be communicating vicariously through the chat. Yep.
Exactly.
And I'll try to be a little more sensible and less unhinged. No, I won't. Get the fuck out of here. Arsonist 2025. We'll see you next
No, you
year. Thanks
won't.
for having us.
No,
Thanks
you
for
won't.
You
supporting
bet.
us, man.
Let's go.
And you're going to be ripping solos too.
Thanks, Joel.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Talk
Right,
later.
see you later.